The big bike journey for Indian bikers has been an interesting one given the fact that it commenced less than 2 decades back officially. First and foremost, as expected, it was a love story with the fast and ferocious superbikes like the Yamaha R1 and the Honda Fireblade. And who can forget the Hayabusa mania after the movie Dhoom? Later on, it was all about freedom because the Harley-Davidson cruisers were all the rage, right from the IN883 to the Fat Boy. Later on, the bikers understood that our road conditions are miserable and an adventure tourer makes perfect sense. And what we are riding today is among the best adventure tourers out there, the Ducati Multistrada V2. This is the new generation motorcycle, gets a cosmetic update, has lost a lot of weight, gets a new heart and comes with an eye-watering price tag. So is it the perfect everyday Ducati for the Indian market? As you can see, it's a good day in the office for me. So let's find out. The bike still gets powered by a L twin engine and it is down on displacement compared to the 937cc older engine. More importantly, it loses out on the iconic Desmo walls. Now, despite the drop in displacement, it has gained 2 bhp. But more importantly, this is the lightest V-twin made by the brand. Also, the addition of VVT means that the wall clearance check is now at 45,000 km. I know this will bring tears of joy for the Ducatistas. Okay, let's get back to the riding bit, and what a delightful engine this V2 is. In sport mode, the surge of power is relentless, and before you can express some profanities, it has already crossed the 100 km/h mark. In sport mode, the throttle response is very sharp, the engine sounds very growly, everything on this motorcycle feels sensitive and alive. Having said that, my personal favorite mode is the touring mode because it does all the above in a more gentlemanly manner, and on a touring motorcycle you want that kind of sanity. You don't want the motorcycle to do good speeds but in a more controlled manner. Once you hit the highway, the Multistrada V2 comes in its own element. It cruises at the speed of knots, gobbles miles with an appetite of a whale. In fact, it can do cruising speeds between 140 to 150 km/h rather easily. Now, you guys might be thinking this guy is insane to do such kind of speeds on Indian roads, and you are correct. What I want to express is the potential of the engine. To give you guys an idea, at 150 km/h, the Multi V2 feels like doing 100 km/h on the Himalayan 450 or the KTM 390 Adventure. The motorcycle is absolutely rock solid on those speeds. There's hardly any engine vibes, there is hardly any wind blast. And in terms of touring, the Multi V2 is among the best motorcycles out there. But it is not perfect because once you hit the city commute, all the problems start to arise. Under 2000 RPM, the engine feels very temperamental. The clutch is very heavy. You can feel the engine heat also. Yes, in terms of engine heat, it is better than the older Ducatis, but you can feel it. Now, generally, fuel efficiency is a number that one doesn't discuss much when talking about performance motorcycles. But since the Multi V2 is a tourer, we had to make a mention of it. In a close to 240 km ride, which included highways and a bit of city traffic, the bike returned a respectable 15 km/L, which isn't bad for the kind of performance on tap. So apart from a new engine, the Ducati Multistrada V2 also gets a new chassis. The main frame is an aluminium monocoque and the subframe is a steel trellis unit. The new frame and the new engine has resulted in the new Multistrada V2 being 18 kgs lighter than its predecessor. Guess what? I have to connect with the Ducati engineers for a new diet plan. The drop in weight has amped up the handling dynamics of the bike. The Multistrada was always blessed with beautiful balance, but with lighter mass to move around, it feels absolutely docile and easy to corner fast. See the corner, lean into it, and you will be surprised by the stability and confidence this bike offers that one has to take a double take if you're riding an ADV or not. Now, this being the S variant gets the Ducati Skyhook semi-active suspension. You can preset the settings based on your need or keep it dynamic. I had kept the suspension setting in dynamic mode during my Mumbai-Pune run, and on most of the broken patches of road or speed breakers, I didn't have to cut the momentum because the suspension was doing a great job of handling all the undulations. Having said that, on sharp bumps, the suspension did bottom out on 1 or 2 occasions, so the ride quality is comfortable.
but it is not magic carpet like. Also, the dynamic suspension helps when you want to corner fast because the suspension setting is good, lets you carry very good cornering speed. So I think the extra money that you put in the S suspension helps you in terms of the comfort factor and also in handling. The last aspect is the brake. I think the brake is the kind of a weak link on this motorcycle. It is not a bad braking hardware, but it just lacks the kind of bite that you get from the Brembo Style Mars. I know this is not the V4, this is the V2, but given the kind of performance this motorcycle has to offer, a sharper bite would have been better, but on most occasions it does a decent job. So let's check out the ergonomics of the Multistrada V2 S. First up, the seat height. It is between 830 to 850 mm. Depending on the rider size, you can change it. Apart from that, you can lower the seat height further by 8 mm using the dynamic suspension on the S variant. So how is the seat height? So I am 5 feet 10, weigh around 100 kg. I am just about to flat foot on the motorcycle because the seat is also a bit wide. So maybe for shorter riders, the seat height can be on the taller end. Next up is the riding posture. You get a nice wide and chunky handlebar. The foot peg position is center set. So as you can see, the riding posture is very upright and very comfortable. Also get a nice commanding view of the road from the motorcycle. The second aspect that helps you while touring is the adjustable windscreen on this motorcycle. But yeah, it is manual, it is not automatic. At this price point, you expect an automatic adjustable windshield. The seat space for the rider is very good. There's a lot of space. Even though I'm a big size rider, I don't find any problem. Even for the pillion rider, there is a lot of space. So even for two up riding, the Multistrada V2 is a very good option. And second thing is the weight. Now this motorcycle is 18 kgs lighter than its predecessor. Still at 215 kgs, it is a heavy motorcycle. Having said that, yeah, you need to put in a bit of an effort to, move around the parking lot on this motorcycle. But yeah, compared to other motorcycles in this segment, it is on the lighter end.
On to the visual front, the new Multistrada V2 S is every bit a Ducati, especially in this iconic red shade. The face of the motorcycle is now slimmer with a close resemblance to that of the Panigale. The jawline of the motorcycle now looks sharper than that of Cillian Murphy's, but personally I like the older generation's more dominating face. The fairing too is slimmer with nice creases, and I like the integrated turn indicators. Even the center panel is gone and all you get to see is a tease of the trellis subframe. The exhaust muffler though now is a chunkier unit. The tail section is clean and the new swing arm adds more bulk. Despite being slimmer, the Multistrada V2 has presence and grabs lots of attention with its imposing stance. On to features, and the bike is absolutely loaded. There is a 5-inch TFT display which is very crisp, and the layout too is easy on the eyes. All the functions can be controlled via the new switch cube, which takes a bit of getting used to, and also the horn button is placed very close to that of the indicators. The Multi V2S gets semi-active suspension which can be manually adjusted or left in dynamic. Other electronic goodies include multiple ride modes, traction control, wheelie control, engine braking settings and more. Every ride mode and electronic intervention can be customized, thereby offering the rider a lot of flexibility. The windshield is adjustable, but at this pricing one expects an electrically adjustable unit and not a mechanical one.
So by now you guys would have figured out that I absolutely love the Ducati Multistrada V2 because I am a sucker for adventure tourer motorcycles, and this is among the best ADV tourers that I have ridden. It looks the part, the engine is so linear, so nice. When you want to chill, you can chill on that engine. When you want to go fast, you can go fast. Corners very well. Corners like a proper Ducati. Is super comfortable with the long travel suspension, active suspension, and also the seat for the rider and the pillion is great. So as an adventure tourer, the Multistrada V2 S is a proper package. But there is one big problem, and that is the pricing. Yes, all Ducatis are expensive, but this is 2 lakh rupees more than the base V2 version, and the fact that if you spend 1 lakh rupees more, you can get yourself the BMW R1300 GS, which is among the best adventure tourers out there. Or if you add 1 lakh rupees more, you can get the Ducati Multistrada V4, which gets you more power. Having said that, I think the Multi V2 engine is perfect for the Indian conditions, the kind of speeds this motorcycle can do. So apart from the price point, the Multistrada V2 S is a great motorcycle. I wish I had 21 lakh rupees to spare, because I would buy this motorcycle. And yeah, in terms of pricing, you're not getting much value, but as a motorcycle, the Multistrada V2 S is absolutely enchanting, and I really like this motorcycle. So what's your take on the Ducati Multistrada V2 S? Would you buy this motorcycle or prefer to go up and get the R1300 GS or the Multi V4? Do let us know in the comments what's your take on this video. If still there are any queries that you think I haven't answered in this video, engage with us in the comment section. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our Acko Drive channel. And as always, please ride safe and have fun.